Welcome back to Behind the Horror Declassified. This is episode 5, Nacht Der Untoten, Hitler's Bunker. Now for you guys that are unaware, I have this series Behind the Horror Declassified, which is a bit of a spin-off to Behind the Horror, not really much of a difference. The only reason this series is around is because this is follow-up information. I've done a few episodes on Moon, on Zetsubo no Shima, and whenever I make these videos, it's because they are not directly involved with Behind the Horror, or I got more information or I found more stuff that I thought was really interesting and related to zombies that I wanted to share with you guys and fit the Behind the Horror premise. In this case, I was doing some research for a different series that I was planning on doing, or that I've started already, and I just did not get enough diverse enough information. Like, I didn't get enough information across the spectrum, but I found enough information that was a lot on one topic. So I actually was looking for a lot of topics, only found one, and this is like a really information rich one that just fits Behind the Horror to a T, and I figured this would be a really cool episode for you guys. And plus, going back, Nacht Der Untoten, when I first did the episode of Behind the Horror, I really talked about mostly the inspiration behind zombies, the making of it, but I didn't necessarily talk about a specific bunker or follow up and talk about an area or a map or something that might have inspired this map. And I do that normally with my episodes. So that first one was mostly about zombies and how it got created. So in this case, now we're going to have that follow-up of a really cool bunker that was believed to be Hitler's bunker during World War II. And it's actually very interesting and very creepy. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you guys do enjoy this video, guys, please support the video by smashing a like. Let's try to get 300 likes on the video, guys. And of course, if you guys are brand new to the channel, want to see more videos like these, are going to have a ton more coming. So make sure you do subscribe and you turn on notifications by clicking the little bell icon. Now this information, actually, I found upon it. It's an article which I will link down below for you guys who want to check it out, but I'm going to be going through this and it's actually very, very cool. I'll talk about it, and there's a ton of images, which is the best part. So I'm going to have the images and the details here in the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now it says, explorer finds an old German World War II bunker with a scary past. World War II was one of the darkest chapters in human history, a chapter that we're still trying to recover from 60 years later. The legacy of all the battles, the camps, the rebuilt cities all over Europe stand as a testament to all the horror that was brought, and there's still secrets and facts that people are discovering. For example, a secret French bunker that was used by Hitler. Urban explorer Marc Accent has made it his mission to capture places before they're gone for good or too hard to find, and ensure that their stories and histories aren't lost. Recently, he heard rumors of an old Nazi bunker called the Wolf Canyon hidden in the forest and went out looking for it. He shared his photos on Facebook, and man, is this place creepy. I wouldn't want to go down there alone. I'd be afraid to see what I'd find. He started off by exploring an area of rural France that he hadn't really looked at before, but he had to be extra careful as it was hunting season. And because it is hunting season, you have to be wary of traps, bear traps, all sorts of things, so it's a pretty dangerous place to be at. Unsure of what he was looking for, he'd heard rumors of a mysterious concrete building in the forest near Margival. That's where he went. It took him hours of hiking and getting lost to find this rumored building in the woods, and finally it loomed out of the forest like a sentinel of a bygone era. There was a series of exterior buildings, all still in good shape, but slowly being reclaimed by nature. Underneath was supposedly a whole complex that was supposed to have been used by Hitler and his staff. First he wandered around the footprints of the site to familiarize himself with all the buildings, and he started to recognize elements that definitely identified this bunker as Wolf Canyon headquarters. The building was once a key command center for the German troops, and even had a swimming pool that was once used by German troops to stay in shape. He could even see the holes where the post that once held a camouflage tarp over the pool to keep it hidden used to be. Once he concluded his wandering, he found a hole in one of the walls that would allow him inside one of the buildings to get to the complex below. This looks like a sewage pipe of some sort, or some sort of access tunnel to get larger objects down into the Nazi lair. Once inside, he saw just how carefully the Nazi built this secret lair. With a footprint of over 6 miles of tunnels, rooms, and storage areas, they took no chance when they designed and executed this hidden bunker. It was the perfect place to launch a counterattack if it ever came to it. According to some historians, this might not only have been one of many bunkers used by German army, but actually a place that Hitler himself conducted meetings about the Normandy front. There were also rumors that this oversized bunker was where Hitler retired the planned attacks of Britain and came up with a contingency plan of burning Paris to the ground if the Allies reached the city center. Thankfully, neither of those plans came to fruition. This is pretty creepy. Mark had to make sure that he marked down his route as to not get lost in this maze. It's crazy how efficient the Germans were at war. Between fighting battles on multiple fronts on land, sea, and air, they were also building bunkers all over their occupied territories to house soldiers and launch attacks. Apparently, every single bunker was designed and ordered by Hitler, and he was incredibly paranoid and wanted to be completely secure and subterranean everywhere he went. Every room had a purpose. Even the floors held secrets. Sure, you could walk on them, but they also installed rails beneath the floorboards to allow materials to be moved in and out quickly. As Mark wandered through the complex, he could see all the various rooms and their purposes as living quarters, places to meet, but there was also one room that was baffling. It was at the end of a long hall, and it was a tiny closet with a door that locked from the outside. A brig, perhaps? According to Mark, he surmised that this room belonged to the Führer himself. Looks like a bag full of crazy now. Can't imagine what it looked like then. After hours, Mark left and posted all these pictures, but the one thing he didn't share was the exact location. That's going to remain a secret. You never know who or what you might run into. So you guys can see, I wanted to do an episode primarily about bunkers. I was looking into different historical areas, different bunkers, different locations around the world that might have inspired Nacht Der Untoten. Didn't really find a lot of them. I found a lot from across different time periods, but I found this one, this article that talked a little bit, and this is recent, this is from 2017, and I wanted to cover it because this kind of gives you that vibe. So we know that Nacht Der Untoten, now with the Zombies Chronicles storyline, that it was a bunker that pretty much soldiers ran into after their plane went down. It landed, crashed near a truck that was filled with 115, and eventually caused the outbreak that we see on Nacht Der Untoten. And this bunker, which was used during World War II, was used in the actual fronts. They actually had other bunkers as well, like this one, which was more strategic ones. But the one that we had in Nacht Der Untoten was more of a bunker that you had in a battlefield where you would kind of hold up. You can see this in a lot of movies like Hacksaw Ridge. You can see this also in Saving Private Ryan. A lot of these movies where we have these bunkers that are essentially areas to kind of hunker down and try to defend yourself and keep a position. So it's pretty cool that we see one that was lost kind of in time, that was kind of lost in the forest, and was found by this guy, and he did an amazing job taking pictures, wandering around. I would be absolutely freaking out if I had to walk around this area, especially just the idea of getting lost, because this was essentially a maze that Hitler himself was building and putting together because of how paranoid he was. And it served so many purposes, from having strategic meetings to having even the pool area to try to keep his soldiers in shape. So it was definitely a pretty cool historical area, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So this is like the purpose of Behind the Horror Declassified. New info, information that's related to zombies, and just creepy locations and stuff like this. And I really enjoyed it. I really wanted to share this with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video. It does help out. If we could get 300 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. And if you are brand new to the channel, if you enjoy the content and want to see even more, obviously make sure that you do subscribe and you turn on notifications by clicking the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next upload. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of Zombies Chronicles. I've been really thinking about going through each one of the maps and finding more inspirations, more information. So if you guys want me to do that, let me know by leaving a comment down below. But I'm definitely thinking about it. And I also do have that other series that I was planning on doing, ended up focusing on this instead. So we'll definitely see when that will come out. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next upload. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, check out my gaming channel, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.